Push the tempo. Push the tempo. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. We are live. We are live. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Yeah, all good.
Testing 1 2 3. All right, we are actually live now. Let's go. Just let me wait for the marination to start. We've already got 2 likes. Go on, better than URC, clear of URC. Anyways, welcome in to the Velocity Racing Series Season 2 Unveiling. Of course, we had the rebrand a couple of weeks ago. I'm here joined by most of my staff team, who are not currently getting shit-faced as we speak. I'm joined by It's Bluefoot, aka Mr. P7. Blue, this is the part when you say hello.
Hello. Yeah, Mr. P7. Yeah, cheers. Yeah.
We're also joined by Jonesy Boy, who rarely gets points. And the final person we're going to be joined with is Mr. Fraudwatch.
I'm gonna be back soon, guys.
Mr. Fraudwatch, Andre. As in front of us, we do have the VRS livery for season 2. Give us your thoughts. Personally, the
Very
Apex
nice.
one was a bit better because of the purple,
You
but
think the Apex one was better?
it
I
looks
like this.
really nice. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very good.
it looks
The
like a
sponsor on
Challenger.
the side is sick.
It's really cool, yes. This will be used in our new VRS Academy. So the drivers representing VRS will be using this exact livery for this season. Now, it's time. I mean, lads, what do you want to do first? The calendar livery or the new point system or the driver lineups?
I'd say we start small with the points. Yeah, I'd
we've
say the
got a
points.
really exciting stream coming up. So, let me check the audio real quick because Sham's saying something. Yeah, it's good, Sham. Shut the fuck up, mate. Get out of my stream. Get out of my chat, man. Actually, you're getting banned, Sham. You're getting banned.
He's rattled because we are S.
Put that guy in timeout. Yeah, put that guy in timeout.
He's rattled. He thinks URC is clear. Shit.
But now, so we've agreed to do the point system, yes?
Yes.
So let's go on to play. Just start
Check your mouse, Sham. Check your mouse.
Just start the Grand Prix real quick, because why not? It was a joke, yeah, so funny, mate. Really funny. That's a timeout and a 10 plays grid penalty for Shamrock for the first round.
Yeah.
We've got 14 people watching here, so this is really big.
Clear URC.
Yeah, before we start, I want to thank our partners, which are Formula Dead Row,
Shanghai,
the first league, United Racing Championship. No, it's a good league. It's
not.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the
It is a good league. And the Formula Overtake Racing League, which is a really good league.
Best league in the world.
And our newest addition to the partnership, Jonesy Boy and Sheldon Lee Cooper's Global Touring Series, known as GTS. So give a round of applause for Sheldon Lee Cooper, everybody.
Yeah, get the fucking.
All right, now let's get on with the new point system. So the new point system will allow in Velocity Racing Series. Bluefoot, do you want to do the honors?
I will do the honors.
So,
do you want me to go?
Yes, from P1 to whatever points.
Yes. So the first few are still the same. So P1 will still get the 25 points.
Just making sure they can hear you, Blue, before you carry on.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Am I good?
Okay, they are. They're really good audio. Okay. Yeah, keep
Right,
going.
perfect.
So P1 gets
P1 is
25 points.
25, same as usual. P2 is also the same with 18. P3 will get 15. P4 12. P5 10. P6 8.
And this is where it
P7
starts to get
6.
interesting. This is where it starts to get
Yeah,
interesting.
so from now on, it changes up a little bit. P7 will get 6. P8 gets 5. P9 gets 4. P10 gets 3. P11 gets 2. And P12 gets the final point.
So basically, what you're saying is we have more chances of Sinjo getting points this season. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying. So basically, from P12 to P1,
Yep.
we're gonna have points.
All get
And
points. So I
so
think it encourages people near the
yes,
back.
exactly. Because
They keep.
a lot of the problems we had this season is people retiring in the pits, and we saw that
Yep.
yesterday with about 5 retirements in the pits as well.
Mhm.
So this will allow ST to, instead of retiring in the pits, actually race for P12 this time. And this will allow Jonesy Boy to get more than 1 point each race week. So happy days. happy, happy,
Just about. Needed
happy,
a penalty help.
happy days. So also with the feature race point system being changed, the sprint race point system has also been changed. So, Blueford, I don't know if you have the graphic that I sent about the sprint.
I do not.
I can send it to you now, and you can do the
That'd be
honors
great.
on that as well.
Well, yeah, as we were saying with the new points, it encourages people near the back to continue racing because obviously more of a chance of scoring points.
And of course,
And I think it makes the championship more exciting as well.
yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, we're gonna have a really much more competitive grid, so we have
Perfect.
to also make it balanced for other drivers to get some good points as well that may not be fighting near the top
Exactly.
as much as the faster guys. So this encourages people to race basically. So
Yes.
I've sent you the sprints point
Yep,
system,
I have
which
it
is a
here.
really the sprints are a really big chance for people to get some good points as well in VRS. I think this is the
Indeed.
one of the best things about Velocity Racing Series is we have a lot of opportunities for drivers near the back to get good points or to win and or get podiums. So, and I think with the reverse grid, how we do the sprint races, of course, it's reverse grid from short quali. It's basically almost the same as the F2, except the F2 only does the top 10 reversed. I mean, it allows the faster guys to have a tougher time in a short amount of laps. So it allows the drivers going from the back to the front without having to defend for many laps. And I mean, we've seen Quiet Boy last season win two, and FaZe Monkey, who won in Austria as well in the sprint race. So currently, the sprint races have been dominated by Williams. So can we see some interesting results as we have upped the amount of sprint races this season as well? So it's going to be interesting. Blue, you can do the honors if you want to.
Yeah, perfect. So, again, slightly changes to provide more points further down the grid. So, P1 will score 12, which is a really good amount of points for the championship if you do get the P1. P2 will get 10, P3 will get 8, P4 will get 7, P5 will get 6, P6 will get 5, P7 will get 4, P8 will get 3, P9 will get 2, and then P10 gets the final point.
So basically, it goes from 12 points to 1 point
Yep.
from P1 to P10. So basically, P top 10 gets points in the sprint race. So we've upped 2 places in the feature race, and we've also upped 2 places in the sprint race. So there's a lot more points to be grabbed this season
Yes.
than last season. And I think it also helps some of the faster guys who maybe are fighting for a title just to get that extra point if they cannot find the time to go further up. I mean, we saw Notjack in Austria go from last to P2, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
in the sprint race. So it's going to be interesting to see. But of course, if something happens, if maybe a championship title contender collides with someone and his race isn't typically over, they can still salvage some points by having those two
Yeah.
extra places in P9 and P10.
But what it also does is, if somehow one of the back markers are able to stay up high in P1, 2, 3, even down to 4th, still a huge amount of points for them to get.
Exactly. I mean, 12
P12,
points.
10,
12 points is basically P4 in the feature race, so winning the sprint gets
Exactly.
you mega points.
Yeah, indeed.
And yeah, that's about it. We will send Bluefoot. I think you can
Yeah, I'll put it
send
up on
the
Instagram.
in either on the media channel for now in Discord or announcements.
Yeah,
You
I'll
can
put it up
send
now.
it there. Just for the drivers to get a better look.
I'll put it in announcements.
As Shamrock is hating, shock. Just because your lead gets mugged.
Just because you'll get P13, mate. Shush.
As now we can head over to. I say we leave the lineups for
Yeah, I say
last.
the lineup last, yeah.
Do the lineups for last because I still don't know them by heart. So
And alongside.
as Sham is arguing, shock, calling ST wash when he finished 90 seconds behind every driver in Brazil. Like shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. ST is 10 times better than you are, mate. As all right, now the way we will be doing this is I will call a name from my staff. Of course, I will announce the first round of the season. Of course, let's not try to miss that we have pre-season this Friday, if I'm not mistaken, in Spain, in Barcelona, Catalunya. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Of course, the previous winner of the pre-season tournament is with us today. Yeah, you can tell us who that was. Who was that? That was you, Sean. Got a feel of winning from the first event that ever happened. I mean, we had like 10 drivers racing, but that's besides the point. Our previous pre-season race winner was Jonesy Boy, in fact. But now it's time for the real thing, and that is the Velocity Racing Series Season 2 calendar. So, I will announce the first round if each one of you is ready. I don't know if you have the graphic. If you need the graphic, please. Okay,
You can send
Yeah,
it
I
into the
don't.
staff area.
I'll send it into the staff area. Yeah, but you should be used to getting ignored, mate.
Right. Right, there we go.
All right.
What a
So,
calendar. Look at that. Look at
the
that.
first round of Velocity Racing Series is a track that we didn't have on season one. Of course, season one was really short. The season two calendar is 4 races longer than the season one Velocity calendar. The first round in Velocity Racing Series is gonna be a night race, which also we didn't have that much. It was only Abu Dhabi, if I'm not mistaken, that was a night race in VRS. And that round one will be Bahrain. Of course, it used to be the first in real life before it got beaten by Australia. I really like this track because it produces really good racing. It's not hard to overtake. Um, and yeah, I think the racing is great. I mean, we saw in real life how good it produces racing in 2021, 2022,
Yep.
2023 as well. I think I mean, There's been a lot of talks about the apex and the curves, but I think that's just the game being gay. I
Correct.
really wanted it to be on the calendar because I do feel like we need more night races and more better racing. And of course, the grid is going to be much competitive than last season. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on round one, guys?
Excellent. It's a great track. I think of the previous leagues we have done races with Bahrain in, it's always been a good race. Like you can't have a bad race around this track. It's perfectly set up for plenty of places to overtake, plenty of straight lines, also plenty of tricky corners to catch drivers out on. So I think it just brings a lot of entertainment for the viewer and the drivers at the same time.
Yeah, and of course we want the streams to be as entertaining as possible.
Of
Andre,
course.
do you have any thoughts on Bahrain? I don't- He's just a
Yeah,
little bit shy.
it's a good track. We've driven there recently in FA. Well, it was it was a good race there, and I think with a much more competitive grid here in
Mhm.
VRS now, it could be a very good race for the season opener.
Yeah.
Can I just ask where you finished in that Bahrain Formula Aero race?
I finished P2 there.
Oh, okay. I was expecting a bad result, so I would have said Mr. Fraudwatch, but I guess not. Prime ST needs to come back. All right, Bluefoot.
Yes.
Would you do the honors for the second round of Velocity Racing Series?
I will indeed. This track it always puts on a good race,
It
and it
was on the
also
calendar last
has.
year. It was a
It
sprint race, if I'm
was.
not mistaken,
Yeah,
as
it was a
well.
sprint race on
It's
last year's calendar.
not a sprint
Um,
race this time.
no, it's not. It always brings a good race with the risk of rain being an element, and that track is Australia.
Yes, Viva the Aussies, as they say.
Yep,
I mean, I have a lot of words. Like, I have nothing negative to say about this track. I mean,
exactly.
it is such a good racing track that I think it should be on every calendar, in every league, in every season. I mean, it's not particularly the hardest track. I think that's what makes it so fun and likable.
Yeah,
It's really easy to get in the groove on this track. It's really good in qualifying because you really have to push to be able to get the maximum time and to get maximum out of the car. So I think it produces really good racing, and as well as we said with Bahrain. I mean, we're going to be saying this a lot with this season's calendar. Last season's calendar was more focused on the racing side. This season's calendar will be focused on ability and skill. And I mean, you don't really need to have that much in Australia because it's such an easy track for most drivers. And I think that's what makes it so good on racing because everyone's so close to each other. So
yeah.
yeah, and
I
I
think the only
believe.
tricky bit. Sorry, you continue. You go ahead.
No, you continue. I can say this at last, mate.
The risky bit with Australia, the bit that would catch a lot of people out is the risk of rain. We had that last time we raced here at
We
the start of
did,
season one.
and
It came out right near the end and caught a lot of people
yeah,
out.
that's what I was about to say. Exactly. I was about to
Perfect.
mention how Rian C11 bottled the race win, and the Romanian Starboy took advantage of it and won in Australia. I believe, yes, it was the Quiet Boy who was crowned champion last night, won the sprint race
Yep.
in Australia. It's a shame it's not a sprint, but we can't. It would have been too much if we repeated the sprint race here in Australia. But I really
Yeah.
think it's a really good track. John Z Boy and ST. What do you lot think? Fair enough.
Yeah, Australia always had good races in the league races I raced in. Obviously, I won there too, like Jonesy Boy, so I have a slight bias to that track, but it's just great for racing here. For the RS zones, it just sounds like good racing.
I mean, yeah, I mentioned for DRS zones as well. That is really interesting. I've only found that out recently. But John Z Boy, can I just say? can I just mention that you just said that this track on paper is one of the better ones for you. Can I just remind you that you DNF'd both in the sprint race and the feature race last season in Australia? Fair enough. Okay, let's get on with the third track of the season, which Johnsy Boy will be unveiling. Take the mic, Mr. Johnny Boy.
Should be
Now
ready. Should be
this
ready. Should be
this
ready.
will be the first sprint race of the season, so it's kind of a big deal. Bluefoot will be happy about this round three and the first sprint race of the season it's called Monte Carlo. It's called no fucking Monte Carlo's in Monaco. What is it called? I
Uh,
forgot what it's called. Oh, circuit. How did where did I get
Zero
Monte
circuit.
Carlo from? Yeah, but anyways, third race of the season, first sprint race. Yeah, no worries. It's gonna be Canada now. I used to really dislike this track, but lately it's been growing onto me. Oh yeah, it's fucking Montreal, not Monte Carlo. Oh my god, I'm so retarded. I'm so retarded. But yeah,
This is my
Bluefoot, I
shot,
know
Fiona.
this is one of your favorite tracks, so take the mic.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yeah. I have a big smile on my face. I love always seeing Canada, and of course, I missed out on it in it was URC
It
this
was
thing
URC.
URC wasn't it? Yeah. Of course, the one race I missed is Canada. Yeah. Now again, I'm not too sure on my pace on this game, but previous games I've had really good pace. I've won this track twice in different leagues, so yeah, I'm really happy to see it back.
That's why you start
Although it is a
cold.
tight, tricky circuit. Sure, sure. Look. This circuit, even though the walls are close to the track, and this
Yari's gonna have
obviously
a
is
field day with
costly.
the walls.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Yari. I'm watching you, mate. This track, even though it is quite tight, it's not as bad as Monaco. I feel like there is less room for error around here with a few runoff areas in
Yeah,
certain
definitely.
corners. It's just a tricky one with the Wall of Champions going into the final corner that catches a lot of people out in qualifying as well with invalidation. So, yeah, it's going to test the driver's skill, but overall, great track.
I do think track limits is going to be really difficult. I find it really difficult to
Yep.
keep it within the white lines, especially in qualifying in the last corner, World of
Hmm.
Champions.
Yeah.
ST, do you have a any opinion or comment about this track?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, track limits are going to be a big thing here. But I think the win is going to be decided about who has less penalties at the top
I do agree with you on that.
because we have that chicane in sector one that very easy to, to invalidate and qualifying. I get some warnings um, in in the race, and of course the last chicane. And if you do a mistake there, you land in the Wall of Champions. And I just think it's a very great track to race at.
Well, let's just hope it's not Quiet Boy next season in the Wall of Champions, keeping keeping
He loves this
the.
track.
He does love this track.
Yeah.
I mean,
How can you not? How can
they
you not?
told me to be aware of Quiet Boy when we raced here in URC, and I ended up putting it 5/10 on his head in qualifying. So not to brag or anything, but yeah, I have heard that Quiet Boy really loves this track. So
He
I
bottled the
think
win in a two-player here.
I did. Of course, at least he didn't bottle it when it mattered yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Now, since John Z Boy is rolling a joint, most probably, I will be announcing the fourth round of the season. Now, it's not a sprint race. The fourth round of the Velocity Series is Spain,
Really.
which I will be getting some booze because I don't really like this track on this game. It feels like an ice ring, but it somehow still a fan favorite from a lot of people, and it produces good racing. It does.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts, lads?
Yeah, look, obviously, as you said, slightly tricky grips wise, but also, as you said, produces great racing. So, look, that's the main goal when we were setting up this calendar to pick tracks that produce that. So, Spain was one that just never disappoints with entertainment value for the drivers and the stream. So, and it's also just a great track, historic track. And we've had plenty of races throughout different leagues on it, and it's just a great fun all around.
Yes, I do agree. It's great fun until you spin after overtaking the car in Formula Aero. Um, no, I mean Spain was one of my favorite races on previous games, especially F120. I remember how good it was on F123. Of course, I don't have that good of history here. I mean, getting pole in URC on F124 and binning it on the first lap and bottling wasn't ideal, but it is a good track for racing. Of course, we do have it in the pre-season, so I think it's good that we have it so early on in the season. So maybe the pre-season can be treated as a bit of a practice to Spain, because I know a lot of the drivers do work and they don't really have time to practice. So
Yeah.
also, Spain is a legendary track in one of our partnership leagues in URC. Obviously, they just did their 100 Grand Prix, so congratulations for doing that in Spain. And yeah, I really wanted it on the calendar because I think it's a really, I'm not going to say easy track. I think it's harder than Australia, but it's definitely not a hard track if you can keep it on the track, which is a bit difficult on
Yeah.
this game apparently. But yeah, even I don't think the strategy is too difficult, and the tires don't really go off that much. And of course, I think Jonesy Boy really loves this track as he won Formula Aero last season or this season before it shut down in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if ST can confirm that. And he also won in pre-season in VRS in season one. So we need to watch out for Sean or Jonesy Boy in Spain. Uh, Andre, I don't know if you have any words for this.
My only words are that I despise that track.
This. Okay,
Fraud one, fraud one.
fair enough. Now, Bluefoot,
Yes.
do the honors for round five, please. Or actually, has ST done the honors once?
He's
No.
not.
ST, do you have the graphic?
Yes.
I know you're pretty shy, but do the honors for round five, Mr. Fraudwatch.
So, round 5 is our second night race of the season.
One of my favorites as well on the F1 calendar
Ass
in
track,
real life
ass
and
track,
on the
ass
game.
track, ass.
One of the
Washed
best
track,
tracks in
washed.
my opinion. Really
Nerfed,
fast.
nerfed.
Go ahead, ST.
The next track, round 5 in the VRS calendar is Saudi Arabia.
What a track. What a
Boo.
track. What a track.
Boo.
Alright, first of all, ST, what are your thoughts on Saudi Arabia?
I mean, I love this track. I think it's just really fun to drive, especially Sector 1, just the flow you have around there. Then just you have many overtaking opportunities on this track. We had great battling in real life here. I remember in
Yeah, it was.
2022 with Verstappen and Leclerc,
I mean, 2021
and
as well. Controversy with
yeah,
Hamilton and Verstappen.
and yeah, I've had some league races here, and it was just great racing there.
It is like such a unique track because it's so wide and it's so fast, and you always have to be on the limit because I don't think there's a slow corner other than turn one, and maybe the last corner. I mean, it's just a lovely track. I mean, it's good. It produces a good qualifying session and it produces good racing. It does produce a bit of crashes, of course. I mean, any street circuit will do, but I think Bluefoot is just hating because he's still traumatized by the incident from XD Tyler. in URC last season. So maybe he can have a good race in VRS. But as far as street circuits go, I think this is one of the perfect tracks in the entire game and in real life. I've grown to love this track, and it's such a shame that we might not be able to see it in real life. So, lads, Johnsy boy, I'll give you the mic since you're back. What do you think of Saudi before we move on? Full TC yours this way. Is that it? Quiet Boy 00 wings in Saudi Arabia. You heard it here first.
Cheers.
All right. Anyway, anyhow, Bluefoot, I know you really like this track. Tell us the second sprint race of the season and the sixth race of VRS Season 2. Yep, cheers, mate. Yep, grand. Grand? Grand Blue? his internet is just gone. We're having some technical difficulties with Blue Balls. So
I'm
I
back.
will. Okay. Okay. Nice.
Hang there.
Basically, you need to unveil the sixth round of the season and our second ever sprint race. Our second
Gladly.
sprint race of the second season.
Now this track, I probably enjoy it more than Canada. It's not. It never really features in leagues, and I never understand why. I think it's an amazing track. Um, pure, pure speed. Hence why it has the nickname the Temple of Speed, and that is Monza.
Yes. Charles Leclerc has scored brilliantly. He won in Spa and he wins in Monza, as Crofty said. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really get picked because I don't really know why. It's not that difficult of a track.
It's a
I
great
think
track.
Monza's
I
a really
love
good
it.
track.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, it's basically maybe 6 corners, or I mean 11 corners, but it's still not that much compared to other tracks. It's basically 2 long straights and 11 corners. I mean, I think the only problem with Monza, I think this is why a lot of leagues do avoid the Temple of Speed, is turn one on lap one. But it is
Yeah.
one of the most legendary moments a racing league can have. Of course, there's a lot of legendary corners on this track. I mean, Ascari, you got Parabolica, which I think has been changed now. The name has changed. I'm not sure what it is now. You've also got the famous main straight. So, yeah, it's just a really simple track. And we're going to have a sprint race on it, which is going to produce even more better racing. Monza already produces good racing, like in general, and we're going to
Yeah.
have a sprint in that. So it's going to be really fun to see the back markers have a scrap in front of it. I cannot wait for turn one in the sprint race. That's all I'm going to say. I
Yeah.
actually
I agree.
cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what happens in turn one.
I
Just
think it's the
seeing the
perfect place to have a sprint.
yes, I do think so as well. Now, round 7. This, I also think this would be a perfect track to have a sprint race on. We don't have it as a sprint this season. We didn't have it last season either. Although it featured last season on the calendar, it was probably the best race of the season. A lot of controversy happened, a lot of drama, and a really big crash between um, MH Quiet Boy and LOI Not Jack. Johnsy Boy, will you do the honors of unveiling the round 7? Belgium. It's probably the best racing track of all time, competing with the Nürburgring. Yeah, not much. Yeah, not much to say. I mean, the racing is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just the perfect track. You need to be brave. You need to be quick, but at the same time, one mistake sends you either into the wall or into a gravel trap. Um, it was the best race last season for me. I don't know about you lot, but it was the best race last season. Of course, I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't, is it not Jack who won Bell? It was because FaZe Monkey did finish P1 um, after a time penalty from not Jack, but then the same time penalty that lost him the race also got removed after he appealed it. So he did reclaim his win, but we did get a famous FaZe Monkey podium in Spa and the famous FaZe Monkey TikTok. So really good race last season, and of course, in real life, it's kind of been boring in real life, hasn't it? Though
Yeah,
ever since 2021,
it's because of the rain.
it's probably because of the rain, yes.
Just goes too heavy. Yeah.
And I really hope it's not going to be raining in VRS because then it'll ruin a really good race. Hopefully not. ST, do you have any opinion about Belgium?
Yeah, well, Belgium is for me the best racing track of all time. It's just very good racing, very enjoyable racing for the drivers and for everyone else on this track. I've not have any good league racing experience here, only bad ones, but I think it's gonna provide a very good race just like last season here.
And of course, happy days, Yari does get a home race this season. And Billy Billy Wiz, I mean, we are going a bit slowly, but I really want to. Oh my God, I really want to see the Real Madrid score, and he is absolutely right. There has been more goals in the Bayern game than
Oh
the tracks
shoot.
we've been through.
What's the score?
It's
2-3
3-2.
Madrid.
Yeah, 3-2 to Madrid.
Jesus.
All right, let's speed things up a bit. So, round 8. Now, we're speaking about Yari and Vinny having a home race. This driver didn't have a home race this last season. Like I said, he got on the podium. He won in Belgium, but got taken away after Notjack got his 3 seconds removed. This will also be the third sprint of this season, and this is going to be a really controversial one. I already know people are going to hate this concept or idea that we've had. FaZe Monkey, the Hungarian hero, gets a home race this season as round 8 is Budapest, Hungary, and it is going to be a sprint race.
Go on, Kumar.
I mean, you can just see the faster lads I mean, what do you even do if you're a fast lad here? Do you play do you play it smart and try to get P10 so you start P10 in both races?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's so hard to overtake on this track, and the dirty air is going to be incredible, which I think why it was picked as a sprint race because we want to see a backmarker win a race this season.
Exactly.
But I mean, knowing not Jack's pace and some of the drivers we will get into in a few minutes, they do have the pace to be able to overtake on this track. But the problem is the dirty air has completely made it almost impossible, especially if it's in the wet. If it's in the wet, it's going to be game over for some of these drivers. But I think Hungary is a track where it doesn't get picked either. It's basically like Monza. I think it gets picked less than Monza, especially on this game, because a lot of people seem to be struggling with it. I do think it's really, really good racetrack. I think it produces a good qualifying session as well. So we will just have to see. It's basically really late into the season at this point. So it's the eighth round of the season. Like I said, I mean, what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think it's a good idea to have a sprint race around here?
Yeah, personally, I think it is. Because of, as you said, it's hard to overtake. Exactly. It's hard to overtake on this track, so hopefully that means a few of the slower guys at the front can hold their positions and get a good result. Because we do have the higher points at the sprint race now, with first giving you 12 and then 10 for P2. So if a backmarker can get them kind of points, it will do them the world of good. So I think
Exactly.
overall, I think it's underrated. I know the dirty air can be tricky, but I think it's a good track. Regardless, there is overtake positions down into turn one, and then I don't know what corner that is. Is it the third last corner? That kind of back straight
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I get what
And
you
you can
mean. Yeah.
also get a move done into there. So look, it's a tricky track, so practice has to be done. But overall, I think it's good to have a sprint.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it is tricky, but I do think it's also underrated. So, Jonesy boy, quickly, if you can, any thoughts? And ST? ST?
Could have just put Monaco. Would have been the same, I think.
Yeah, with less DNFs maybe. Okay, now, Jonesy boy, round 9. Do you want to do the honors? As this was a really good track for Jonesy boy last season, but I think he's gone back to rolling his joint. So I will quickly do the last 4 rounds myself, and then I'll ask you a lot about the tracks. So round 4 was a really good track for both Bluefoot and Jonesy Boy. Of course, Jonesy Boy won here last season for getting Ferrari's only win of the season and Ferrari's first win in Velocity Soil. So it's round 9 Kota, and it's not a sprint race. It's just a normal race weekend.
Yes.
Um, I mean, not the hardest of tracks, but like I said, track limits, really fast, really good racing. Blue, thoughts?
Yeah, again, I would have won here, but I had a 3 seconds, so it's a good track for me. So hopefully this year, hopefully this season, I can try limit my track penalties and get that win that I missed out on last season.
ST?
Yeah, great track. Many overtaking opportunities. I'm sure we'll get great racing here.
Yeah, I mean, it was fit to be a sprint race, but the problem was that we would have too many sprint races this season
Yeah.
and we want to keep it balanced. So, I mean, it's regardless, it's going to be a really good race. So, following Kota is also another really good race. Now, it's really surprising to see it this far on the calendar this season, as it was the season opener for season 1, the 10th race of the season, and our 4th sprint race of the season is Mexico, which produced an incredible last lap overtake from Quiet Boy on Not Jack after Not Jack stayed out on the mediums and Quiet Boy pit on the softs after a late safety car. I mean, the season started how it ended basically last season, and this time Mexico is round 10. It's also a sprint race, so lads, thoughts?
As you said, great race. Yeah, great race to open out the season. So hopefully we get the same again towards the end. Great racing. Perfect big long straight for good overtakes all the way down. Few tricky sections, but depends on your setup. Can really help you around here.
Yeah, of course. Just to mention that it was a really good race last season. It was a hectic race as well, if I remember correctly. I mean,
Yeah.
we had 4 cars fighting in on the last corner in the last lap, fighting for position. So it's definitely a track where people can stay close to each other, especially if you're in the DRS train. So I think that's what's most important is staying in DRS on this track. ST.
Yeah, again, Mexico's a great track. It's just great to race here. I've had one league race here and it was very, very good and entertaining. It was very fun. Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be a great race, like many, many this season, hopefully.
I agree. I certainly agree. Now, our last 2 races in season 2 are both night races. And this is a track where I haven't really seen on a calendar in a long time in the league as well, but it surprises me by how good it is at producing good races, and it certainly surprised us in real life. I mean, this got a lot of stick in real life when it was announced that we will be having races here, and that track in round 11 is going to be Las Vegas.
Whoop whoop.
So we're going to be seeing Quiet Boy 00 wings for a second time this season for sure. So 2 times minimum.
Maybe Belgium.
Three, three times, said Jonesy Boy. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say about this track because the track difficulty says hard, but you have to turn in like 4 times and the rest is straight.
Yeah. I
So
love it.
I think it was a really good track for speaking. So
Yeah, like even off
someone's
track as well.
someone said ST just agreeing to agree at this point.
Vegas, even off track, where you're racing, obviously down the main strip with the Eiffel Tower and a huge hot air balloon and just the casinos lighting up the track all the way
Yeah,
down.
it's such a
And
good sight,
the
especially if
sphere as
you're
well, it's class.
ST. Can we confirm that you're not being hostage and you're not sad because Shamrock is hating in the chat, please? Can you confirm that you're not sad and you're actually happy to be here?
Sham is keeping me in his basement, guys.
Sham is keeping him. Sham, let him out, mate. But yeah, Las Vegas, good track, and of course the finale. I mean, this calendar was made before the VRS season 1 finale, but I think if it was any other track, we would have changed it to this track. Scenes yesterday, absolute cinema. What happened on this track yesterday? It was the finale of last season, and it's going to stay the finale of VRS season 2. It is Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, perfect.
And that rounds up the perfect calendar for season 2, in our opinion. I mean,
It really
after what
is.
happened yesterday, the late safety car, all the drama, Not Jack thought he had won it. Not Jack had fingertips, 4 fingers on the title, and it just slipped away from him. Quiet Boy thought it slipped away from him after the stop. With 5 laps to go, the safety car comes out after Quiet Boy's teammate brake pedals disconnect, apparently. And Quiet Boy goes on to win the championship. And we will end this season with a sprint race. So it will be 5 sprint races this season. The finale will have a sprint race, which is kind of surprising because it's not really common, is it, to have a sprint race on the finale? But our 5th and final sprint race will be Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. Again, with a championship, if it does come down that close again, the sprint race could be the decider, just with how much points you can get for finishing first or second. It'll just cause carnage, I think, going into the race. A few drivers might be desperate to regain points since it's reverse grid.
Yeah, I mean, the track produces really good racing as well, so there's no reason it shouldn't be on the calendar. And fortunately for us, it's going to be a night race, and it is going to be our finale. So, ST, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I just hope it isn't rigged as yesterday. Face
Whoever's
Monkey.
watching the stream or has the echo, can we push it down a
Yeah,
bit,
pause
please?
the stream if you can.
Face Monkey, please, no rigging this season.
Nah, that's just alleged. We can't say that. You can't cancel him.
Vile words from FaZe Monkey in the chat says, "Fuck you, it wasn't rigged."
I know it, Face Monkey. We spoke before the race.
Oh, it's all coming out now. Jeez. But
All
yeah,
right.
what a calendar.
I mean, Phase Monkey, you kind of steered left and shit faced the wall after your sales break, so I don't know how I don't know how we got disconnected, but we can move on to the let me remind everyone the lineup for this season. So VRS season 2, not lineup. What am I saying? Calendar for season 2. I'm supposed to be better than Sham at this, which I still am, but like
You are.
round one is going to be Bahrain, then followed to Australia. So we're not doing the Earth any good by by going from Bahrain, Australia to Canada in round three, then heading back to Europe in Spain, then heading from Europe back to Saudi Arabia in Jeddah in round five, then from Jeddah heading back to Europe to Monza, which is our second sprint race of the season. Then we do the Earth some good by going from Italy to Belgium in round seven. Round eight will be Hungary, and it will be the third sprint race of the season. From Hungary, we go back to the United States of America in Texas, COTA. In round 10, after COTA, we have our fourth sprint race of the season in Mexico. From Mexico, we go to Las Vegas, which is round 11, and we end things off with a nice sprint race week in Abu Dhabi. Lads, I'm
Perfect
saying that's a
calendar.
really good calendar.
It's the perfect
I think
calendar.
the odd one out will be Hungary, and who hoovers at 9 o'clock in the fucking evening.
The neighbors hate the Jonesy Boy family.
The Jonesy Boy family. All right, now we're getting a lot of stick for being slow, so let's go to
Yes.
the lineups. Now, Blue, I kind of need the photos again. I'm not gonna
Send it in.
I don't know these by heart.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, I think I got them.
Awesome.
So we will be starting according to the time trial. In real life standings, because I haven't done the standings yet. I'm a lazy fucker, so I don't know who finished where. So make sure to send the right one, Blue. Make sure Haas has its right.
Yeah. That's it there. That should be perfect. Send them now.
Okay.
Take it. It's time.
Look at how good. Also, before I mention the lineup, waiting for Blue's messages to come through, I just want to say our first few signings for the VRS Academy, which was supposed to be the Apex Racing team, but we have changed and rebranded. So on board as the manager who will be managing this team, it will be me and Leo. And so far, our two drivers are Quiet Boy and Yari. So the aim for the VRS Academy is, of course, to get some of the drivers faster. And I think me and Leo can bring drivers further up in pace. So Blue and Jonesy Boy, if you're interested in joining, I mean more Jonesy Boy because he does need a bit of pace. I didn't mention ST because I know ST on his day can be a bit quick. So Mr. Fraud
Why
Watch.
Quiet Boy though?
I mean, Quiet Boy wasn't. Yeah, but Quiet Boy wanted to join it. To be fair, and I think
Phase Monkey
a lot of
says get me
drivers,
in the academy.
a lot of drivers can learn from Quiet Boy, but I think also Quiet Boy knows that he can improve and be faster if we see his qualifying and race pace compared to Not Jack. I mean, Not Jack really was the fastest driver last season, even though he didn't win the championship. I think Quiet Boy was just a bit more consistent than Not Jack last season. So you can still be really good at the game and still learn from people. So I mean, considering 500% of the grid has Leo setups, I think it's great that he's managing the team. So now, anyways, we head into our first lineup, which is going to be the Kick Sauber. Now, there is a driver who raced last season in this team. I think he reserved once and got about 30 seconds of worth of penalties. I mean, he got them by track limits, so it's not like he crashed anyone out. It is going to be Max Lord Mahavir in the Kick Sauber.
The goat.
What a goat as well. He loves that AI face swap so much. Really brilliant. His teammate however, is a new driver. Now, I don't know if he shows up. I don't know if he's going to show up because he hasn't messaged ever since signing up, but we do have replacements for him. Also, a guy known for his name being after a fucking Irish plant. So, the second driver is going to be Oscar. Now, we know nothing about this driver.
Oh, I know something about him.
Oh,
I hope
do share.
I hope he is a bit competitive, but ST, now that you've said that, um, what do you know exactly?
I don't know much, but I know that he raced in FA2 Season 1, Race 1.
And where did he
And
finish?
to be honest, he
P21.
wasn't the fastest.
Okay, I mean Sham isn't the fastest, so
Sham's no better, yeah.
yeah, Shamrock is no better, so
All three of us at once.
we're good. I mean, Shamrock is. I don't think the the second seat in Kick Sauber is even confirmed yet, because I really don't know if this guy is going to show up. I mean, he was one of the first people to sign up. So if he doesn't, Shamrock will fill right into that Kick Sauber team. I really need confirmation from Oscar after the stream, because if he doesn't confirm, Shamrock will slot into that Kick Sauber. He will be teammates with the AI face swap king himself as Max. So that is the Kick Sauber team. It's going to be Max and Oscar taking Sauber back to the top so far. Now, since Williams are constructors champions, we are going to leave them till last. So we're going to jump into Racing Bulls. Now, it's really interesting this season because we're gonna have two Rians on the grid this season, and the two Rians on the grid are both competitive. So I'm really intrigued to see a Rian rivalry happen this season. One of the drivers in this Racing Bulls team is a VRS race winner. He also, as I mentioned before, won in Kota last season. Do the honors, Jonesy boy. Do the honors.
P2 on track, P2 on track, P2 on track.
P2 track. It's gonna be Jonesy boy and Reen C11. It's not Reen Space.
One-man team.
Thank God they
One-man
can.
team. One-man team.
Thank God they cannot hear you because apparently your audio is really bad. I mean, it's gonna be Reen C11. Reen C11 and Jonesy boy. I mean, Jonesy boy on his day is stoppable. Jonesy boy on his day is believable. Jonesy boy is definitely a driver that races racing cars. I mean, no, I mean, Jonesy boy on his day can get some good points. We know Ray and how good at winning races he is. I mean, we saw it in URC this season. So let's hope it's not so one-sided as it seems. Someone just said that team is too overpowered. A team that has Jonesy boy in it. And a team that has Jonesy boy on it is not too overpowered. Okay, now we move over to the Haas F1 team. Now, this is also an opportunity for Sham to get on the grid, because I don't know he did tell me he's gonna start racing this season, but he couldn't the last two races. But he did message me saying he is gonna race next season 100%, but I don't really believe it. So
he messaged me as well.
Connor will be racing for Haas. He was meant to race in the last two races for Racing Bulls, if I'm not mistaken, and he couldn't show up due to some issues on his side. But now he does have a full-time seat for Haas F1 team. The second, probably he is going to be the first driver, this guy. We know nothing about him. He just joined. He was suggested by Leo to get a seat, and that's going to be Salkin. Apparently, according to Leo, he will be fighting with the front runners. So we could be seeing Haas compete this season. I mean,
Well, you never know. You never
you
know.
never know what can happen. It will be really interesting if we see Haas compete. I used to race Hyper before, and he was terrible, and now he's dunking 40 seconds on me every race. So anything can happen on the F1 game. But now let's move on to a car. Let's move on to a car where it got common that you see this pink and blue car on the top step of the podium and on pole position. Not Jack is not going to be racing for Alpine in season 2 after such a good stint of I think it's 7 pole positions after Abu Dhabi, 2 race wins, 3 podiums if I'm not mistaken, and so much points gained. And he also had a sprint race win, if I'm not mistaken, or a sprint race podium. The first driver for Alpine is going to be Billy Wiz, the second man to Max Lord Mahaver and his AI face swap. Billy Wiz will be racing for Alpine this season, and joining him in Alpine is going to be a driver which always seems to mention a little crash we had in Las Vegas when we used to race against each other every time I speak to him. It's going to be Ben Wawa in that second Alpine seat. Ben Wawa, who has really improved. Like, I saw him race a couple of times. I mean,
Yeah.
he was in the Mercedes this season after a couple of drivers got out of the seat, but yeah, I think that's a really balanced lineup. I think Alpine will do very well with Billy Wiz. I mean, Billy Wiz, we know, really consistent. I think he's one of the. I'm not going to say silent because that's Bluefoot's nickname, but he was a bit silent this season. But he was always getting consistently good points in the races. So I'm really excited to see Alpine fight. I think they will be fighting for top 5, top 4 in the Constructors' Championship, definitely.
Yeah. Good lineup.
Now, Aston Martin. Now, this is where the lineups start to get spicy. I mean, Aston Martin have got a crazy good lineup this season after not really having the best of seasons. I do think they came last in the standings last season. I mean, they had sham racing for them at one point. That's how desperate
Oh
the
yeah.
team. That's how desperate the team was.
Yeah, they finished P11 in the constructors with Sham.
Pete, like the first driver for Aston Martin is going to be HB Cook, who has immensely impressed the two races that he did in VRS. Joining him is also a new driver, and it's our second Rian Spence in Aston Martin.
Holy
So
shit.
it's gonna be Rian Spence and
Jeez.
HB Cook in Aston Martin colours. Now,
That is an insanely
that is a really strong
talented
lineup.
lineup. Yeah.
That is an insanely strong lineup. Not only are they both really fast in qualifying, they are really fast in the race as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That is, watch out for them because they will be challenging for that constructors title. But the problem with having two fast drivers is if both of them start competing for the drivers championship, that's where it starts becoming a problem. Because I know they both have the pace to fight against each other and fight near the top. Now, on to Mercedes.
What a lineup.
And this probably is my favorite lineup of the season.
Agreed.
This is my favorite lineup of the season by a country mile. It is gonna be the Belgian waffles, both Belgian waffles on the grid,
Ooh.
in Yari and Vinny. This is probably the most balanced lineup you
Whoa.
can get. I mean, how much fighting and bickering are they? We saw them fighting a lot in Brazil. How much fighting and bickering is it? Is is there going to be how much fighting between these two and Crash? I mean, it's really ironic that they're in a Mercedes and we have Spain on the calendar this season.
Yeah,
I think
jeez.
that tells you everything you need to know about this lineup. Yeah.
All you have to say, can you feel the chemistry?
I mean, Yari spoke about being ahead of Vinny in their
Oh,
little championship. So
jeez.
I guess we're gonna have to see next season. I mean, this
Yeah,
season we can say
yeah.
this season, yeah.
This season,
So
yeah.
Mercedes, Yari, and Vinny. On to Red Bull now. Red Bull have also got a strong lineup. The first driver.
Sure, in a one-man team, sure, one-man team, sure.
The first driver for Red Bull is say something.
The Silent Bull.
The Silent Bull in Bluefoot.
Get it
I
in.
mean, he stayed. You raced for Red Bull, didn't you? Yes, you did.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
So he's one loyal guy. He stays in that Red Bull seat. This time as a second driver, most probably, as his teammate has got the promotion from Racing Bulls into the Red Bull after such a successful short stint. Andrew, might I remind you, Andrew has got 4 starts with 2 race wins and a podium.
Fatty.
Aura. Aura. Bluefoot and I am Andrew.
So our Red Bull lineup for season 2 is going to be Bluefoot and I am Andrew. I am Andrew, fat boy Andrew.
One-man team, sure.
Now, these last two,
Pretty good.
Ferrari. First, all the way to Ferrari. And the first Ferrari driver is going to be MH, who is one of my favorite drivers on the grid. I think whenever he gets a good result, I'm always so happy for the guy.
Yeah, agreed.
He unfortunately, if I remember, got killed in Spa. He did get killed in Spa. He was really doing well in Spa, and he got killed. So, bye,
Yeah.
quiet boy. But the second Ferrari seat, he will probably be challenging for the title again after missing out in the last round, in the last few laps. Not Jack is gonna be in the Ferrari, in Ferrari colours. So it's going to be LOI Not Jack and MH in the
Solid lineup.
Scuderia. It is a really solid lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, MH really wanted this move to Ferrari, so he has had a really good season in that Haas. So his wish has been granted. And yeah, MH slots in to that Ferrari position. And yeah, I think Not Jack will also go all the way this season. I mean, he's going to fight for the championship. But like I said, uh, it's going to be a really interesting title fight between probably the both Aston Martin drivers, Ferrari. I mean, if Yari keeps racing on controller and it stays the way it is, Yari,
Possibly VCAT.
Rian, and of course Jonesy Boy now. We will be
And
getting into the
Bluefoot in the
Williams
Red Bull.
teams. And yeah, Andrew and Bluefoot. Mainly Andrew.
Sorry, P3 last season. P3 last season.
Now, McLaren.
Good lineup.
McLaren have a really decent lineup here. It's looking good for them. The former Red Bull Red Bull? He was in Red Bull,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Red
It
Bull.
was
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Racing
yeah.
Bull. He was in
Yeah,
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull. Yeah.
Your ex-teammate, Blue.
Yep.
And like I said, this is one of the drivers where when he gets a really good result,
Yeah.
I feel very happy for him. So
So do I.
the
Yeah.
first driver is Andy, aka DA Team. He did say he wanted McLaren, so he got
Your
his
wishes are
wish.
command.
Yes, I think he's had a really decent season. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
solid.
see his pace. He's not. Of course, he's not a front runner, but he's like it's like MH. And Billy Wiz. He's always in
Yeah.
the points. I mean, we will just have to see. Um, I'm seeing a lot of comments about the teams not being balanced, but these were the cars
Yeah,
you
your
want.
man's not balanced. Your man's not
These
balanced.
I asked you guys what cars you wanted. I mean, this is the result. I mean, I do
Yeah.
understand that the Astons are really fast, but let's get to Williams, who I think will be challenging Aston Martin for the constructors. Um,
Lost.
RB.
One man team, shit.
Yeah, the second, our reigning champion, the guy who finds time. I don't really have a crofty speech for this. I'm sorry. Our reigning champion will be in papaya colors. It is going to be Quiet Boy, who's not really quiet on track as he is fucking lightning quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say that's a really good team.
Solid team, solid team.
Yeah, I mean,
Consistent points each race, at least.
Yari, you're crying, but you wanted fucking Vinny as your teammate, mate. You wanted Vinny. You asked
Yari,
for
shut
Vinny.
up, Yari.
Yari, you asked for Vinny. You asked for Vinny. I asked you what team and what car you wanted. You had a fucking advantage, mate. You could have had anything you wanted, mate.
Who said that? What do you mean, who said that?
I
Yari,
mean,
your
yeah,
man.
like I said, it's gonna be Quiet Boy and the A team and Andy. So what if I saw Nodjack? I mean, Nodjack would have carried you, so I'd probably given you Nodjack.
Oh, I would have been
Our
P9
last
instead of
team, though, I
P12.
mean, if Yari's crying this much, he's gonna cry when he see when he sees this lineup. Williams, our
What a
reigning
lineup.
constructors championships. FaZe Monkey is gonna be staying. Champ. Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Johnsy. Williams will be keeping one of the cars that brought them the championship or drive. Oh my god, I'm actually terrible in English, to be fair. One of the drivers that gave them the championship is going to be FaZe Monkey, but also a driver who was in a Mercedes this season. We kind of got down. I mean, not downgraded because Williams are champions.
Yeah, true.
So Joker is also in the Williams.
Very strong lineup again.
It's a really strong. I think
Constructors is going to be
I'm
tight.
waiting for Yari's reaction to this lineup.
I cannot believe I chose Vinny. Shush, you chose it. You chose it. This is what you wanted. We go
I mean,
again
this
in
is.
season 3. What did you expect, man?
I mean, we did say the lineups were going to be a bit more competitive, and I think it's as balanced as it can be. I do
Yeah.
feel, however, we could have we could have gave Billy Wiz and Ben a couple of we could have gave Billy Wiz
Bruh,
and Ben
sorry.
some
Billy
better
Wiz
teammates.
Billy Wiz has been up in the podium
Yeah,
places some races.
Billy Wiz has got a
His
podium and a
pace
kick
is out of
Sauber. I mean,
nowhere.
he's
And then
put that
even
tractor onto.
Ben.
Yeah,
Ben has
Ben's also
improved
really good.
massively as well. So again, next season with a longer season and maybe a few preferred tracks for them as well. You never know. You never know.
I mean, Billy Wiz. Do do you prefer watching Cody Gakpo play football than these lineups? Let's be realistic. Yeah, but yeah, the reigning constructors champions is going to be FaZe Monkey and Joker.
Yeah,
Such
very
a
good.
really good, such a good lineup, isn't it?
I think it's a great
And
lineup.
Blue, you can send in the graphics in the Discord whenever you want.
Yeah.
As Yari is still complaining in the chat, so let's remind him of his team. So Yari, your team is Mercedes, and it's going to be Vinny and you. Whilst Aston have HB Cook and Ryan Spence. McLaren have a quiet boy. Ferrari have not Jack. Williams has both Joker and FaZe Monkey. Racing Bulls have Billy Wiz. I mean, Yari, at least your teammates were quiet boy in the VRS Academy. So then there's that.
Jeez,
You
you're
know,
Okay,
rude.
never
Yari, if you
compare.
don't want your seat,
Yeah, ST is looking
I
for a
take
seat.
it.
So ST is looking for a seat. So if you don't want the seat, I think you will gladly take it. And don't ever compare me to Shamrock again, or you're banned for life. I'm coming to find you in Belgium, mate.
Fuck's sake.
And I think that wraps it up. I mean, those are the final lineups. It's the final calendar. Man, I miss out on being in that. Yeah, Sinio. I mean, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to reserve, and probably a lot of drivers that are going to be dropping out, such as Yari after 2 races, after obviously he becomes washed. But definitely, Sinio, we want you to make sure that you're available for the sprint races this season to reserve, because it's going to be really good. Also, for the drivers who hasn't got the seats, bear with me. I am thinking of making a little bit of a little championship for the drivers. It's kind of going to be a really short championship just to get the drivers ready for the first here. I still need to speak to the staff team about that, but yeah, there will be plenty of opportunities to reserve. I mean, you don't need to be disappointed that you didn't get a seat. We got a really surprising amount of drivers who signed up, so and we had to be fair to everybody. We needed to see who deserved it and who didn't. So unfortunately, some drivers didn't get seats due to the attendance being really high. And I swear to God, if the attendance isn't done by Sunday in season 2, everybody is getting quali bans, and that is not a joke. That is not a joke. There's 10 people watching the stream. If the attendance isn't done, and I'm looking at you, Andrew, I'm looking at your fat ass right now on the couch eating a Big Mac. If the attendance isn't done by Sunday, everyone's getting quali bans.
Sorry, Billy Wiz in the stream. Why have you declined for the first race of the season? This outrageous. this is absolutely outrageous. Already declined for the first race of the season. Yeah, good. Okay.
And,
Billy Wiz, explain yourself in the comments.
Before
Billy Wiz already, like, we're not even near the fucking thing, and he's already declined. Sky, make the time, Billy. Make the time, Billy.
And
if you're listening.
And before we head off, predictions for this season.
I am gonna go with either. I want to say Rian Spence because I've seen him in another league, but we don't know about him in this league. So I'm gonna stick with LOI Not Jack to get the championship after being robbed.
Robbed.
So I'm gonna say LOI Not Jack to win.
You mean after Face Monkey fucked it into a wall on purpose and blamed the pedals?
Oh, my brain! Let me know turn right. Yeah,
and then he's done a hyper there. I can't lie. We're never letting that go.
For constructors, I'll go Aston Martin.
Aston Martin constructors. Okay. What about UST? What do you think?
I'm gonna say Andrew is gonna win
Andrew, okay.
the Drivers' Championship.
Fair.
That is a really good prediction because I do believe he can do it. I really do believe he can do it.
For the constructors, I'm gonna go with Red Bull.
Oh, damn, okay.
Mr. P7, Mr. Consistency. Yeah, that's all you need to say.
Damn, okay. What about you, Johnsy? Okay, of course. Okay, yeah, no bias, no bias, no bias.
He's washed.
I mean, he got dunked on in Brazil, mate. He got dunked on in Brazil. That's what I'm gonna say.
Do you not remember Austria? Do you not remember Austria? Washed yet?
Yeah.
In Red Bull. Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, boys.
Why is Andrew not thick though in the AI?
Now, lads.
Also, Johnsy boy, you say hyper shits all over everyone. Remember Austria, mate. Put maybe pocket.
And Brazil. I mean, he kind of balled from pole position. I mean, now my prediction for the drivers' championship.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna go bold. It's gonna be Billy Wiz. It's gonna be Billy Wiz. Like, there's so much. There's
Billy Wiz.
Billy Wiz.
You're not showing up for the first race. Mr.
Billy Wiz will be champion one day. One day he will be champion. No, being realistic, I do think Not Jack will be up there. But as much as I don't want to be biased, and as much as I know I really glaze this guy, and I really do.
Shit.
And I really do believe he's the best driver on the grid, even though he's not up to speed. You're about you're about 2 words about getting kicked off, John, mate.
Time out for a week.
It's really close for me because I think Quiet Boy can go back to back if he stays as consistent as he did. Because I think both Rians do mistakes. Plus, not Jack. Not Jack has got the worst luck in the world. So it's gonna be so close, boys. But for me, it's gonna be between Not Jack and Rian. And as much as I want
Which
Not
Rian?
Jack to win a championship, I think Rian has got what it takes. I think he's the most complete driver. Rian
Is this Rian
C11.
Spence?
Rian
Oh,
C11.
Rian C11.
Mr.
Jeez.
Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, for me, will win the championship, but it will be close.
Miyagi Bernoulli.
And for the Constructors' Championship, I'm going for Ferrari.
Ooh.
I'm going for MH and Not Jack. I mean,
Not Jack.
Not
jeez.
Jack had Fuzzies last season, and Fuzzies didn't have the best of seasons, and he didn't really appear much. So
Yeah.
he did have HB Cook for one race, but I do believe Ferrari now with MH, who is really consistent at getting good points. And now remember, we do have the P12 upwards.
Yeah.
So the grid did get more competitive, but there's more points to grab. So Yari, shut the fuck up. I mean, if it gets too competitive, I like to be competitive, but but yeah, I do think Ferrari can win the Constructors' Championship.
Yes.
I mean,
First half of the season.
I don't see a team that's weak this season. I don't see a team that
Yeah.
kick Sauber. I don't think so.
Max is good.
I
But
mean,
they
if
don't
they
have
got Sham, yeah, true. They don't have Sham yet though, and we can always go with ST. ST's looking for a seat.
Sham's racing in Apex GP this season.
Cadillac is waiting for Sham is waiting for Cadillac to get on the grid.
Lore accurate Cadillac with Sham in the car.
But yeah, I think that
Right.
that we can hear the hoovering, right?
The fucking Hoover.
Mate,
Oh,
it's
let me just Hoover at
9:30.
half nine. She's been hoovering for half an hour. Half an hour of hoovering. Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that does it for the unveiling. I'm sorry we couldn't get any graphics on top. Leo went to get shit faced in a pub last minute, so he was supposed to be hosting the stream, but it is what it is. Okay, you cannot say that on stream, mate. Like, come on,
What did you just say?
nothing. Let's before we leave, before the leave. I mean, we have 9 people watching us. Those 9 people could be. We don't. I mean, if Sham is watching, he's also. Okay, no.
They're getting
Let's
timed out of yours, you know.
predictions for. I mean, who do you? Oh yeah,
Race of the
we're meant to
season.
do driver awards, but I didn't really plan on this, so we'll do them. We'll do them quickly. So, overtake of the season for me is Quiet Boy's overtake on Not Jack in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, dramatics.
It is.
It adds
It is gonna
dramatics.
be iconic. It is gonna be iconic. ST,
Yeah.
and I mean, I know you didn't watch a lot, but
I don't really know, mate.
I don't really know as well. I just kind of winged
Jonesy
it.
boy, mute your mic, man. The Hoover. Nah, mine. Do you know what?
The
Do you know
Hoover.
what? My vote goes to fucking me. I didn't even send it in, but I done a nasty double switchback on 2 drivers at once, and I'd never sent the clip in. But yeah,
In Abu Dhabi, I think I was.
no, in
Oh,
Kota, I think. Or no, not Kota. What track was it? I have no idea, but yeah, double switchback. I have the clip saved, but I never sent it, so I will send it.
I do think Quiet Boy's overtake.
Took out his teammate, took out his
I'm
mom.
not. Yari said mine on Bluefin in Brazil. That's also a shout. Yari had some really good overtakes in Brazil.
Yari, was that not just on the straight?
I think okay.
Oh
Best.
wait, no, it was into that fast right.
Yeah, it was into. I think Joker in Brazil as well. He had a really good switchback on Yari or you. It was Yari or you. Yeah, it was the switchback. It was the switchback.
Yeah, because that wing damage, Harry, shut your mouth.
Okay, best individual performance of the season.
Do you
Coming
know
from it,
what?
like coming from a driver. So a race, a really good race
Oh, a
weekend.
race.
I'm gonna go
P14 to
no, like no
P9.
chance. I'm going with not Jack on this in Austria, where he dominated the race by 20 seconds, won by 20 seconds, went from
Yeah,
last
fair.
all the way to P2 in the sprint race, and got pole
Fair.
position. So not Jack, in my opinion, gets the best individual performance of the season.
I'm gonna
Any
go bias again,
yes?
but my Brazil, so
No,
P10 to
no, no, no,
P2.
no.
I got penalties, but I went from P10 to P2 on this grid. Overtook Hyper, overtook not Jack. Oh, that's
Hyper with no wing, by the way. Just wait, Billy. Just wait, Billy. Highlight of the season. Highlight of the season is Sinio starting on pole position from 2 sprint
Yes.
races.
Yes.
And
Can
keeping
we add, he held it off. Yeah,
he held it
fucking
off
held them off.
for 2 laps in Austria. I mean, fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Sinio
fair
gets an
play. It's
award
such a
this
hard
season.
track to hold them off as well. Well done, Sinjo.
As Yari has said, Vinny P11 to P4 in Abu Dhabi is also a good shout. I don't think it's better than getting pole P2 and a P1 in the same weekend, though. But really good drive from him. That's why he's a better driver than Yari, and proving to be. And yeah, I think that's gonna sum it up. Of course, driver of the season, we would have to say Quiet Boy. So there's not a really big point of doing it.
What about
But
the Silent Bull in P3? Did it like that?
driver of the season that was not going for the championship. It's between you, Joker, and FaZe Monkey.
It's fair, yeah. FaZe Monkey had a
And
good
we can't
season.
really get because I think Joker did get third in the end. Especially, yeah, I think he did because I think he's gonna get his penalty removed, and I think that bumps him up into. I'm not actually sure where that bumps him up, but it's definitely in one of the podium positions. So,
Yikes.
yeah, underrated driver for me is also Billy Wiz and MH,
Billy
both
Wiz.
of them. Billy Wiz and MH. Unfortunately, Billy Wiz drove without a teammate for like 7 races straight, so he couldn't really do much in the standings. And I still think Sauber came up ahead of Aston. He also got a podium, did Billy Wiz.
Yeah.
So really good from him, really good from him. But I do think that is and most overrated driver, Yari.
Sean.
Yari,
Yari, yeah.
thinking he's him because he got 2 podiums.
Quali,
Yeah,
Mr. Quali,
Mr. Race Starts, Mr. Race Starts. Okay,
Mr. Saturday.
but that is all for now.
Yes, so exciting times ahead.
If I hear Yari say
Is he still
line
crying?
up for shit, no, he's not. No, he's not. Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah, good boy, Yari, good boy.
Anyways, this has been VRS. John Z Boy's ma is still hoovering, it seems.
She's now cleaning the chimney for some reason.
And yeah, thank you for joining, lads. Is there anything you want to say, Blue?
I'm just really excited for next season. I think it's, in any league I've been in, it's one of the best calendars and lineups that we've had, and how well the league's run thanks to our amazing staff. I'm very excited to get going.
Yeah, much better
for the
run
season
than the
ahead.
first 2 rounds in the in season 1.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And John Z Boy, we really don't care about your final words, but yeah.
Fair.
Um, sorry about that. I don't think they can hear you either way. I think your audio's been a bit messed up today. Sorry about that. I don't think they can hear you either way. I think your audio's been a bit messed up today. Sorry about that.
It's not even F1, it's not even F1. Shit.
Okay. And just
Alright,
before we go out. Okay, John Z, they cannot hear you. Your audio's still messed up, so you're basically wasting your spit, mate. Just to remind you, everyone, URC will be racing in its fifth round, I think. Next, yeah, it is. It is
Yeah,
round
around 5.
5 in Kota. So exciting times ahead. We will see you tomorrow, not in VRS. Of course, we will see you next Tuesday in VRS or next Friday if the preseason goes ahead. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow in one of our partner leagues, which is URC. So, thank you everyone for joining the stream, and this league mugs URC. Bye bye.